What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and we're doing a 10-year rebuild of our Salt Lake City Flyers. Of course, if you watched our Niners franchise, I almost said Bears. It feels like we did the Bears this year, but we didn't, man. That's crazy. We did a 10-year rebuild, but it was a sim style. This one, we're actually going to be rebuilding ourselves. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, probably, but it should be fun. And this honestly might be the way we go out for all of our future franchises. Do a little 10-year rebuild, see how some of our favorite players would end up in there with their careers and whatnot. I probably sold out whatever, and I told you to like and subscribe or whatever. But the main thing you can do for me is follow me on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, because tonight at around 10 p.m. Central Time, until probably about 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to be doing a power rankings tier list recording, which will obviously be taking suggestions from you guys as well. Maybe you guys can sway my opinions. And, of course, we'll probably end up doing a little bit of Superstar KO live on Twitch. So, if you're interested in that, take a look. Regardless, hope you enjoy the rest of this long video. Obviously, we're not going to be able to keep everyone because we built quite a team. But right now, it's really just looking at the draft, looking at potential free agents. Who can we re-sign? Ronald Jones, unfortunately, there's a very good chance he gets let go. Whereas Pollard and Adams, I would love to keep them both on, but I don't know who we can afford. Receivers, we have people all over the place. Really, as usual, go for the youth, just like your pedo uncle. I'm sorry. And, oh, what's this? The chat spamming sellout? It's funny if you watch this. No sell. Oh, no, there was one. Murda with the sellout. There's sellouts all over the place. If you guys like these 10-year rebuilds, maybe leave a like, subscribe for new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Take a look at the second channel, PKR Plays. It's funny. Also, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. If you like these 10-year rebuilds, I don't know why you would go to the second channel. Like, there won't be any over there. There just won't be. We will probably do more 10-year rebuild or sims in the Madden 21 season, so there's that. Offensive line looks all right. A little bit of old in the inside, but overall, it's a very young team. Levante David shouldn't even be on the roster anymore. Ty Summers, I think we re-signed to a couple of years, so he'll take Monty Rice's role. Put in Monty at middle because he's going to cost a lot, whether he's at middle or out, but we can save some more money because at least they won't think he's a pass rusher. Looking at the corners, Josh Jackson, number 2, Vildor, number 3, Jair Alexander, number 1. So, yeah, we've got a lot of potential. We also have a lot of players to players. A lot of players to pay, most likely. Who do you have to get? A chief scout. Can we just give him like a 7-year deal? You can't really get much better than an offensive lineman scout, right? We got Brooks re-signed. As far as injuries go, everyone is properly healthy now. Not that I give a crap, because the season's already over. But looking at who we have to re-sign, I don't like it. I don't like any of it. I'm just going to let them all go. There's just no reason to sign any of them. Williams, I think if we want DT, we should go for one in the draft. But it's really like, who can you afford? Ronald Jones is cool and all. We're just going to screw him over. That's just the way it has to be. Like, that's a backup. These guys are all backup level talents. As far as, Castle with the 7-year deal. I think that's pretty much it. Let's just go on to the draft. I don't think there's really much more we're going to be able to find. Bond with a nice little steal. Maybe should have owed him like a 4th next. I'll give him a 4th next. Currently, I've been liking a little bit of Fall Guys. Dylan Crichton. Hidden Development, 77 overall, our new number 2 DT. Noah Hall might have star, but Noah Hall is also going to be the hell out of here. Wait, who's our number 1 DT? I don't remember. Was it actually Wilkins? Wilkins might have been the number 1 DT. Regardless, this Christian guy looks absolutely nuts. And he is. Hell, he's probably a better edge rusher than Sterling. We could trade down, but we're going to go Matt Gilchrist. Something tells me he's only going to be like a 71 normal. It's going to be a bust pick, but you never know. Oh, God, was I wrong. Matt Gilchrist, 77 overall hidden. I reached just because, like, mid-4th, it was late 2nd. I would have expected him to go, like, pick 10 in the 3rd. Why risk it when it's your biggest need, technically? Sawyer, could kind of see that one coming. 69 overall. So we pretty much addressed every need except for our center position. But at the end of the day, looking at what this draft looked like, it could have been a lot worse. Now, for some people's least favorite time. Oh, wow. What a full draft we had. Okay, Christian's, he's okay. He's decent. Mac Gilchrist, number 24. He could be an X Factor too, hell. Star. Okay, it's still really good. I'll take that. X Factor for the DT, star development for the corner. DT becomes the instant #1 starter at the DT position. That's the one. Jalen Reagor, Josh Jackson, and Paris Campbell to the Jets for their first round pick. Yeah, I think a straight up first. We'll do another first. Vildor, okay, Okuwe Bunam, and Derek Noddy for pick 13. Thank you, Alberto, for your confusing name, but I will no longer have to say it. Thank you. But anyways, this is what the roster looks like for the first year in our 10-year rebuild. I'm going to keep Metcalf at #1 because obviously Judy already has X Factor. Hardman's not really a long-term kind of guy. He's going to be gone probably after his contract runs up, and I don't really care too much if he gets Superstar. We're going to let Pollard be the starter because really him and Adams might need to be replaced soon, so might as well go with the high overall. Quarterback's obviously fine. New center is needed. Tight end's obviously fine. Defensively, linebacker should be something we look at. Corners, we have our #1 and 2, but we do have to re-sign Jair and Garrett, so it's going to be interesting to see how much we can re-sign, and then obviously Love, I think, is also needed here, so I don't know. Love's always needed, you know what I mean? So as far as re-signings go, I mean, it's pretty pretty standard stuff. We're going to go for a 6-year 126 from Miles. Don't want to go 7 because 34 is a little bit of a reach. I hate you. He would sign that in a heart. Well, maybe not in a heartbeat, but no, he would. Didn't he get a contract similar to that? We'll go 5 years for Jair, 87.7. Jordan. What? Okay, dude. Of course, like we said, the contracts aren't going to be that bad. You know, if you watch our 10-year rebuild thing with the Dolphins, like I said, this would have been a 5-year 100 mil. Instead, it's a 7-year 94 mil. You know, definitely a lot more doable. Let's go with a 6-year 70 mil for Mr. Onwenu. I think we're going to make the rule that you can only sign 2 linemen, because otherwise we're just going to go broke. Metcalf, I think a 6-year until he's 31. I think 31 is fine if your superstar are better at that position. Oh, no, my boy Cody Grace, we can't. Okay, 4-year deal. I'm sorry, Cody. I can't let you go. You're too good for that. Dawson Knox, that is what we would like to call a 7-year $50 million deal. Lucas Niang, we're replacing. Same with Billy Price. And then for the big boys themselves, Mr. Jordan Love. Damn, son. Ashton Davis. I mean, as far as an 88 overall goes, you can't really go wrong, but it is a safety, so we'll go 4. All right, so as far as re-signings go, like we said, letting Niang go and Billy Price. And then everyone else is going to be re-signed. All right, it only took us an hour to get the draft done, off-season, and to the playoffs. The Flyers go 14-2. Not really showing you to show you we didn't cheat, because obviously there's no chance we would. We lost to the Cardinals twice. There's no chance we would need to cheat, and this team is just solid, but, you know, that's the season. Jordan Love, 4,200 yards, basically 4,300, 41 touchdowns, 6 picks. Rushing, Pollard, I mean, I don't know what their contracts are like, but we're going to give Adams the starting job, I think. And from there, I don't know. Jerry Jeudy and Metcalf, over 1,000 yards each, over double-digit touchdowns. Metcalf coming in with probably superstar X Factor. Looking at the blocking numbers, really good stuff, actually. We need a new tackle, though. Niang just can't afford everyone. Myles Garrett, 10.5. Christian with 7.5. Sterling with only 7. Noah Hall with 7, though. Pick totals. Myles Garrett at right end with 2 picks. Interesting. Joey Sly, you're an X Factor. How dare you? Take a quick, no, we don't want that. Take a quick look at the awards. MVP, maybe? Jordan Love, #2. It's always Russell Wilson, isn't it? It's always Russell. Jordan Love gets the Offensive Player of the Year award. Christian with the Rookie of the Year. QB of the Year for Love. Flyers, we had 3 and 4 for wide receivers. O-line, we had a name there. Yeah, I mean, just a solid season. 10-year rebuild. Can we actually go in? We'll watch the first playoff run, and then we'll probably sim from there. Trevor Lawrence on the Falcons, 90 to their 84. Already down 10-0, 10-7. Okay, nice little comeback. 10-all. Oh, defense is doing well. Offense is sucking, though. I don't want to say why, because there's a little terms of service for both platforms that this will be appearing on. We're up by 7. Both teams kind of scoring a lot in the 4th. We get the field goal. It looks like they either ran out of time or just missed the field goal. We win. We move on to the championship round, and once again, Adams got to be the starter. He just has to be. This offense, this scheme's going to fit better for the power back anyways. Mason Rudolph's stats in Madden are horrible. It's because he is horrible. Got him. The Washington football team. I really like, don't get me wrong, the Washington football team is going to get a lot of clicks, I would say. But at the same time, with how long their damn name is, it's going to limit my title selection. Washington football team. Like, way to go, dude. What a name. Good job. 7 to 10. Start of the halftime will be a score of nice touchdown. 17 to 10. We get a field goal to start off the second half. Ooh, they get a touchdown, though. Defense is doing its best, but offense needs to do something. Huge touchdown drive. And even though this team has been very, very iffy, we will see a Flyers Super Bowl back-to-back. Adams a bit better numbers, and obviously he's going to have very low for his long. Looking at the defensive numbers, Myles Garrett did well. Noah Hall with a sack. Pick totals nothing. Kicking. Hey, Joey Slye didn't choke it. Let's take a look at DevUps real quick. I don't know who would have had one. Pollard maybe if he's lucky. He didn't. DK Metcalf, our new X-Factor wide receiver who we signed a long-term. Great decision there. Defensively now, Ashton Davis, who we signed for a 4-year deal, is now an X-Factor. Nice. What's his ability? Zone Hawk. We didn't look at DK, but that's because he's not activated anyways. He has Moss. So Moss for both him, actually all three, Judy, him, and Knox, which is interesting. 85 Browns versus our 91 Flyers. Obviously, we want to win Super Bowls as quickly as possible, just in general, and that's obviously the main goal, but mainly as well because this team is going to start to dissemble a little bit. We already spent pretty much our entire cap room on re-signings this year, and that doesn't exclude some of the other guys you might have to re-sign soon. Looking at the game, we get a nice touchdown drive to start her out. We get nothing afterwards. 10 to 0. They will get a touchdown before half. That is actually very clutch for them. Up 17 to 10. Oh, come on, Cleveland. Please stop. 24 to 21, and that's not a touchdown. Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't even check Jordan Love. We've been auto-simming. Joey Slye, this is up to you, pal. Excuse me. Like, I'm assuming they're going for a field goal, right? I don't care, dude. I don't trust this game one bit. I'm kicking it. I'll also choke it. His uniform's looking fresh, pure white. Is that our normal away? About to leave now. See you, 21 Cage. Boys, how are we? We all right. We all right. You live in the most boring city. You live in Wisconsin like I do? We win the Super Bowl 30-20 freaking 8. I think we will try any offense next. That boy Gummy's supposed to be gone. He's like, sorry, dude. It dies. That's why I said see ya. Oh, all right. Why is there no one in chat? There's people in chat. Just everyone's relaxing. I mean, our chat moves way faster. Yeah, could you imagine we gave the kicker to touch on? Our chat moves way faster than anyone close to 100, viewers or whatever we have right now. Like, I've seen 500 viewer chats, even 1,000 moving like this pace, But yeah, we win the Super Bowl. MVP of the Super Bowl. Did we already see it? I don't remember if I seen it. Jordan Love, as we expected. Okay. We should probably show the podium, but who cares, dude? We'll see it in a couple thousand times anyways. Jordan Love kind of outplayed Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson did have... No, not even kind of. He definitely did. For some reason, I thought this said 28 out of 31. Not even close. Yeah, Russell Wilson got outplayed. Josh Adams didn't play well. Our ground game kind of sucks in Sim. Just going to put it that way. Receiving was, a lot of different players getting involved. No sack totals. No picks. Joey Slye was perfect. Simply put, just a clean game. We outplayed them. Expert scouting. We should save money. Wait, we don't care about money. We're loaded. We're worth we entered the league at like what? How much was it? It couldn't have been much. Like 5, 15, 20 mil. We're worth $500 million. Call me Mahomes. Actually, call me better than Mahomes. We're resigning everyone till they're dead. Ooh, 16.5 mil. Nice. That is good stuff. I mean, fair as we don't really have that much to resign. Obviously, we're going to lose a bit of our starters. Should we go for a corner, a cheap corner here? Safety as well for backup. Pass rusher in the draft because Sterling just isn't worth it. O-line, and then that might be it, honestly. I'd be willing to let Stevens go. Even though I love Stevens, If he's too expensive, I'd be willing to let him go and honestly re-sign Jack Anderson if we had a choice. Really green rejected, though. That's harsh. So everyone we just put on the board there last second is gone. It doesn't feel fair, but pick 11 this, Pollard and Hardman for 19 this, and a first round next year. We're going to take Houston, Wendell Houston now, I suppose. 71 overall only, but he is hidden. We've seen players look exactly like this that are X Factor. 96, 26, and Abram for their 6th projection pick for next year. I suppose the Bears are a decent enough trade. The NFC North, we're just going for it. Oh my God, why does that always happen? One pick before us, and it's always the Seahawks. Every time. It's always the Seahawks. It's a scam. I'm just going to reach for Zimmerman. Oh, why did I reach for Zimmerman, man? Stole my player 1 pick before me. Then it causes me to rush pick, and he's bad. Bell, a 3rd and a 2nd for pick 10 projected next year. I'm surprised we actually got that. Bo Kokorin, a bit of a reach. Yikes, this draft has not been good. Going to the draft recap. I mean, we didn't spend many high picks. Zimmerman was a bust, but the rest were kind of just low picks. Wendell Houston could be a superstar or X Factor, but he's not. Looking at the Seahawks who stole our cornerback. Similar situation as the guy we drafted last year, Gilchrist, but this one, because he's 5'9", tells me superstar or X Factor, and he is only star, but still really good. Summers, Voshan Joseph, and projected pick number 3 overall for Jonah Williams from the Lions. He's 786 overall, left tackle. He's 26, which is a little high, but all right. So going into year 2 of this Flyers 10-year rebuild, we obviously see a few changes. One being that our number 3 wide receiver is no longer Hardman. We no longer have Pollard. Suck it, Pollard fans. Just kidding. I think Adams going to be gone after the season. And then, of course, offensive linemen, we lost tremendously. You know, we have the same level left tackle for overall, and then our center dropped by like 10 overalls. The rest, though, not looking terrible. Pretty much the same. Defensively, new right outside linebacker with more potential because he's younger with the same dev as Ty. Cornerback, same exact situation. Maybe a little bit better. I mean, really, the only thing that changed is offense and then that linebacker. But for the most part, still in a good spot to, basically repeat for technically a 3-peat. Looking at the re-signings, Monty Rice wants a 5-year, $67 million. We can afford it, so we're going to give him a 7-year, $95 instead. Jacoby Stevens, we're going to have to let him go, I think. Like, it's just a position. Oh, it's my boy Stevens, though. Yeah, Stevens is expensive. I think we're going to let him go. It sucks. We're going to let him and Jack Anderson go. Ian Sterling. We do have a lot of first-round picks. We just need one of these drafts to be good. We have the capital. We just don't have any players. Headed to the playoffs, of course. No bye week this time. Oh, we beat the Seahawks at one point, but I guess they still did enough to get that freaking bye week. We lost to the Seahawks early, lost to the Falcons, lost to the Washington football team, the Niners, and the Bears. But we did beat the Seahawks the second time around, so just barely got cucked there. Still, 11-5 is good. Jordan Love, a little bit down in the touchdown department, a little high in the picks. Rushing, Swift was all right. He was better than Pollard, but touchdowns were low, and then Adams kind of took the touchdowns off of him. Metcalf already X-Factor, but even if he wasn't, would have had it here. Jerry Jeudy, down year. Knox, down year. T.Y. Hilton, really not much you can do in the slot. We forgot to change to any offense. Looking at the defensive numbers, Myles Garrett with 19.5. We put Houston there to play kind of the Dante Hightower role, and he ended up with 9 sacks. Noah Hall, 4. Yeah, just not a lot of great stuff at all. Kicking, Joey Sly, huge improved season, 12 for 12. Yeah, rest in peace to the moistifying man, Stevens. Because these are longer, it's going to take too long to go in. We're going to start simming these. Obviously, you could see there, we did lose to the Cowboys 27-24. We have these contracts lengthified, no? Are they just not accepting the contract? Is that what it is? The Falcons win the Super Bowl over the Texans. Of course, our team has been taking a bit of a hit in the overall department. As far as DevOps go, I don't think we would have had a single one other than Houston, who he himself did not get. I mean, I guess let's move on to these re-signings. I think it's time to let these guys go. Unfortunately, I think that's the case. Sorry. Devontae Smith, that's actually a bit of a steal. I mean, there's not really much we can do here. This draft is just another bad draft. Just isn't good. I think the best player here is Paris Osgood. Please don't suck. Okay, he is hidden at least. He's 71 overall, He does kind of look like one of those beast players. Could be an X Factor, hopefully. Solomon Randall. Stuart Rice. There you go. I don't like it. Normal development. We normally do really well on drafting linemen, but not today, man. We've been on a little bit of a bad streak. I suppose we'll trade down. Add this to the next year. Wait, what about that safety? Kind of need to trade up for that safety, honestly. Actually dropped the moist. You can't drop it. All right, another first round for next year. Screw it. Rocco Lane, great combine grade. Maybe built more as a corner, but let's take him. Normal development, man. We are choking the draft. I mean, in fairness, we've all seen the drafts. These players we were looking at were easily the best ones there, and it just hasn't worked out. This guy now, I don't know if I trust. Well, another iffy draft coming out of the Flyers boardroom. Wow, that had to be one of our worst drafts we've ever had. Damn, dude. I'm trying to think, was there anyone we missed? Nah, it's just a bad draft, simply put. Yeah, our offensive line's taking a bit of a hit. We really haven't done well. I guess we're just going to keep Joey Sly. Screw it. Not much we can do. We're just going to have to deal with him. This is what the roster looks like for year 3. It's getting worse as we go on. The drafts have not been great. We have extended the draft picks a little bit. This season was a little bit worse for extending the draft picks. We drafted a guy pick 5 overall, and his dev wasn't great. He looks like a lot of high potential guy, but dev isn't great. Offense outside of the linemen looks pretty good still. Linebackers look solid, but Burke Irvin might be like go. Corners, Gilchrist, solid number 2. Strong safety. Lane has potential. He's young, has potential. Just needs a breakout, really. Lads, that is too much. We'll sign Avery because, like I said, I think we can afford 2 linemen, even though that is expensive. We can afford 2 linemen at a time. Ben McDougal, that's not bad. I usually like to go bare minimum, but 6 years, 13 mil isn't terrible. Noah Hall, that's not bad either. Like, you're not going to get much cheaper than that. Nah, we're going to let him go. Yeah, we're going to need a new DT number 2. Kicker's fine. Sorry, Joey, you're going to go. You got to go-y. I'm sorry. Noah Fant will be gone. Burke Irvin. So we need linebacker and DT. Other than that, we're fine. All right, jump to the playoffs. But we are in the playoffs at 13-3. Looking at the stats, Jordan Love, he's regressing every season, but he did throw less picks than last season. Rushing numbers are better, but the touchdowns are down in general across the board. Receiving kind of a... Okay, I thought that was... For some reason, I thought that was DeAndre Swift. I was like, how? Offensive line play, once again, we lost a bit on the inside, but overall haven't really been affected by it, so maybe right guard's not that important. I don't know. Maybe he's an up-and-coming beast. Who knows? Parrish Osgood could be a superstar. Myles Garrett, good season. Pick totals, nothing really impressive. Joey Sly, 13 for 15. Of course, he's about to be replaced, though. As far as awards, I don't really care too much because I don't think we would have had any awards other than maybe Swift or Garrett. Other than that, just it doesn't matter anyways. And I also didn't mention Russell Wilson. I don't think the team's good enough on their own, but maybe Russell's good enough. I don't know. I think they're missing too much. Like I said already in the before, we lose. Speaking of talking about Russell Wilson, we lose to the Seahawks 36-19. Yikes. First game loss again. Jets win 24-21. So as far as this goes, Ben Burke-Irvin let go. He, of course, hits X Factor, ironically enough. Joey Sly let go. Noah Hall let go. Fant let go. We might be able to... Kadar Hallman. Yeah, we're just going to let everyone go. Maybe we get Riles back. Let's try. We can't even afford him. Never mind, we're broke. Yikes. I had a lisp there. It was like Mike Tyson. That's a definite yikes. We are broke as can be. All right, so we start out with, I wouldn't say a banger of a trade, but Jonah Williams in a 4th-round pick to the Redskins for 42. He's only 28 years old. However, our salary cap situation is like right on the line. And we did find an offensive lineman. He's 22 years old, star. He's only a 70 overall, but I think we can get him onto a long-term kind of cheap deal. So I think we might be able to save a lot of money there. And honestly, we might lose, the DT Crichton and a bunch of different players. We are broke as can be. And of course, if you're going to tell, this is the quote-unquote non-stream portion. It's going to be about like 2 or 3 seasons non-stream. So we can all just relax and, get to know one another at a personal basis rather than pressurized stream, billions of people talking, because obviously there's billions of people watching, right? All right, look at the sign. If we don't get this left guard, we're in some trouble. We get Mr. Theo Berry, 70 overall, 22 years old, star development. We land some backup QB, doesn't really matter, but this Theo Berry guy probably going to save us. I don't know if we should start him at left tackle right away, but he's a bit of a... Ooh, he's kind of small. He's kind of small. On when he's on contract for a while, he's kind of small. Well, when he's not really small, but he's not very tall. Yeah, we'll put Theo Berry at left tackle. Screw it. He's one of those athletic tackles rather than the tall and strong kind. He does have some strength. It is what it is. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We could obviously use a guard, maybe a center. Everyone else, I think, is fine on the offensive side. And then defensively, we need a linebacker. We obviously let Burke Irvin go because we couldn't afford him. We need a new number 2 DT. And then I think we might just have to go with some random safety. Crichton, I don't know if we're going to be able to re-sign him. Hopefully we can, but I don't know. And was Osgood always superstar? He just got superstar. Okay, that's actually very clutch. Also, Gilchrist. We might need a corner because Gilchrist needs a contract. Yeah, we're struggling more than our Dolphins. I'll tell you what. It's because Love he's an expensive fella. All right, so looking at what we have to draft, most of our guys are in the second or third. However, most of those second rounders are actually pretty decently high. Oh, maybe they aren't pretty decently high. Regardless, Mr. Ellis James is our number 1 pick. He could play strong safety because we do need a safety. However, we have a safety later, also 6'4", a little bit on the lighter side, could play starting safety. And then this guy can maybe play starting linebacker. I don't know, because we also do have Nelson Abbott, who looks like an absolute stud. So I think we're going to trade down or move down about 23 and then start making our trade-ups. We trade pick 29, not prick 29, 1 and 10 in Corcoran to the Chiefs for 23. Which in doing so, we will end up selecting Mr. Ellis James, the strong safety, a bit on the heavier side. Could maybe play a linebacker. Looks pretty good. He's not as strong as him at all. And I am a little surprised at the speed, but he looks so similar to Stevens, doesn't he? I don't know. It's just not as good at all, but still. He's decent. Maybe meant to be a linebacker. Trade 27 Zimmerman and a 7th next for pick 40 this and 72 this from the Saints. Definitely still a win from them. For them, anyways. Especially when it's to get a QB. We kind of got screwed, if we're being honest. Nicholas Samuels, I will admit his combine report wasn't great. He's going to be on the slower side, but his top skills are good enough. He's a late first talent. We're going to take the risk. As long as he's hidden, I don't care what his overall is. We've won, and we have won. Yeah, like we said, a bit on the slower side, but Madden Sim doesn't matter. If it was to actually use him, yeah, I'd be a little worried. Not going to lie. Really good skills. It sucks he's 24, but we're going to take him anyways, and it was worth it. Man, that age, 24. Like, if he was normal, it'd be a bust. But since he is hidden, I suppose it is a very solid pick. We trade them 59-91 this, and Bond for 44 from the Steelers. Which, of course, will land us. Nelson Abbott looks insanely good. Looks like a super steal. He's a very good overall normal development. Very usable, definitely developable. So he will start right out the gate. He just doesn't have hidden, unfortunately. And then with pick 2 in the 3rd round, we might just take the QB if he's still there. Brady Edmonds is our guy. We're going to take him. 71 overall, hidden development. Looks solid. Obviously, just going to be a backup for the future, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You know, especially if he has really good dev. We could trade him for like a 1st round in the future. As far as everyone else goes, we'll try to get them, but we're not going to make too much of an effort. Like, we'll probably go to the 5th. Like, we'll trade this for, like, a next year 2nd from, like, a team that obviously did well. All right, as for the players we drafted, Ellis will be staying at strong safety. He is star development. Looking at Nicholas Samuels, maybe, like, a future third, like, the 3rd player on the team. Okay. EA loves an underdog, apparently, but yeah, I think maybe a career number 3. But I mean, it depends. I mean, superstar, you never know. A lot of upgrades. Star development for Preston. Abbott was normal, and then our final draft pick, Edmonds, Brady Edmonds. Of course, he's an X factor. I really hope in the future. Obviously, you don't know. Russell Wilson was a third-round pick. These things happen. But hopefully in the future there is less of that, like, so obvious first-round projected QBs that slip to, like, the third round that have great dev. I don't know. It just doesn't seem realistic. But like I said, we have seen lots of... you know what? Just leave it alone. Forget I even said anything. It's kind of fair. It happens. Maybe not as often as it does in Madden, but still. We trade Josh Adams and Sawyer for Mathis. I was just trying to test it out and see what they would take, and I didn't expect them to actually take it, so I'm going to also add a 4th-round pick to it. Even then, that might not be enough, but we got ourselves a new DT. Hopefully he's not needing a re-signing. Maybe that's why he was accepted so easily. He actually has, like, I don't even know, maybe 2-3 years on his contract, so yeah, he'll play here till he's at least 30. Nice. All right, here's the roster going into year 4. Is Love actually 95? Oh, we didn't get improviser. Pass, lead, elite. It doesn't really matter, to be fair. But this is what the roster looks like, and the offensive line looks it's not improved, but there's a lot of younger pieces that we can keep for a long time. Like Barry's going to be here for many, many seasons, maybe even the rest of this thing. Preston, I don't know if he gets a re-signing, but Avery, did we already give him a contract? I think we did. Defensively now, Abbott, new starter. James, new starter. DT, this is Mathis, the guy we traded for, 27 years old. Like I said, 2 or 3 years left on the contract. More of a block shedding type, but still good. The big thing is, though, Mr. Mac Gilchrist, very solid player, but I don't know if we'll be able to re-sign him, so we may end up making like a last-second trade for maybe, I don't know, like a 2nd-round pick. We'll have to see. Kind of depends on what the salary situation's like. Yeah, if we want to get Christian back, which he's not really asking for that much, all things considered, Mac Gilchrist is going to have to be on the way out. We can just barely afford him. I'm only going to do a 6-year deal. Screw it. He's asking for a very fair contract. Gilchrist to the Falcons for pick 55. All right, so our linebacker, Wendell Houston, is now superstar development, apparently. Nice. Headed to the playoffs, we win. Now, here's the big question. We did a 16-0 season. We were at 11-0 the last time I looked, and we completed it. Can we win the whole thing? No, this is kind of why EA Sim's so random, because you're going to look at this season, you'll probably be like, this isn't even that special, and so far to me, it doesn't look very special either, but even with a lesser roster, I guess we're better? I don't even know. Wendell Houston's getting a lot of sacks, though, I will say. Christian, not really earning that contract, but he is kind of a block shedding type, I suppose. Mathis, same. And then Osgood, I need you to do Oz better. Right? Got him. New kicker, Chandler Jarrett, couldn't afford Sly. Really good season, so I'm not even mad. Don't care about the awards too much, because obviously we didn't really have that good of a season. Like, we were okay, but we weren't that good. But let's go in and face these Atlanta Falcons. You know, that sounded a little wrong. Going to the end of the game. Falcons are winning. We are not... Jesus, the Falcons, stop. What do you think this is? Like the early 2010s? I think that's when the Falcons were good on offense, right? I can't remember. It's been so long. I'm sorry, Falcons fans. Finish the job. You don't get yelled at. 31-21. We lose the game 21-34. Perfect season. Completely wasted. Good job. There's going to be somebody like people like, hey, we can give me the Falcons, man. Just like that. Just the exact way I just said it. Exactly like that. Because that's what normal humans sound like. Chandler Jarrett, of course, missed it. I know it was blocked, but still. Even if it's a block, it's still kind of the kicker's fault because you got to get that thing up there, right? Like, you got to get it in the air so it can't be blocked. Resign staff, team trainer. I feel like I resign these guys every 15 seconds. Just take the deal. We're worth $500 million. Like, why do I have to resign everyone so often? Pro Bowl, no one cares about, even though we have probably half the roster there. Falcons versus the Chargers. Hopefully the Falcons win. And they do. So at least we lost to the Super Bowl champion team, which in my opinion is always better, because otherwise you just look like an idiot. Looking at the offense, you know, no dev-ups, because you can't really get many dev-ups on this team offensively. Defensively, though, we do see Abbott go up to star. Only went up 2 overalls during the year, but star development is star development. Samuels, he looks like a pretty good future player for us. And then looking at everyone else, I mean, nothing really to report. Just a solid-looking roster that is probably broke as hell yet again. And then looking to re-sign is apparently, well, all we have to do is re-sign our center, which I don't, really care too much about. So let's just move on. All right, we have pick 28. Obviously, our salary cap is low, and our draft pick count isn't super high. However, we did have a corner. I don't know if he's there. He is. Darren Goss could actually play corner for us, or could replace that free safety spot, because Ashton Davis is going to be gone after this season. I don't know, but a really high zone looks great. We're going to take him, and he is great because he's a 78 overall. Probably could play free safety. I think we might put him there. I don't know if we can trade Ashton Davis off for a gain or not, but we got to get rid of him after this year, so I'd be willing to if we can. All right, with our late second-round pick, we're going to take Jackson Logan. Looks like a steal. We're going to take him now, and he's 100% a steal. Makes he probably does make our last guy, that last guard we took, look terrible because he's 3 years younger, so that automatically makes him really good. He is early for it, so we'd have to take him soon. I guess we'll take him. Oh, he was a steal. Is he a DT? Wow, he is slow, though. The skills were great, and it turned out great, but what a weird player. Like, he looks good, but he's so... I don't even care, dude. I don't even care. He's slow, but he is good. Can't lie. Screw it, I guess we'll take Matthew Price. Super raw. 23. Regret everything. Round 6, we take Simon Walker, he's okay, but Cody Grace does need a contract as well, so he might be on his way out as well. But we traded out most of our stuff for next year because pretty much every player was gone. I mean, it was the 4th round, and all of our 5th and 6th round players are gone. So a 5-man draft, but I forgot he's normal. But outside of the first couple of rounds, didn't really see too much depth. Jackson Logan, star development. Looking at the right end, this guy could be, you never know, he could be an X Factor, which would really make things interesting. Or he could be star development and nothing is interesting. And like I said, I think Goss will play free safety. He might even be higher than a 78 at free. We thinking maybe? Let's go pick 30 or pick 31. Number 31. He is 80 overall. Damn, son. I wish he was hidden, but either way, he's a great player. Ashton Davis, I love you, bro, but hey, we got rid of Stevens well before him, and I like Stevens way more. So yeah, trading Ashton Davis. And then maybe the punter, Cody Grace. I don't know if anyone would trade for a punter, but still. Actually, we'll just keep Cody Grace. Trade Ashton Davis to the Bengals for pick 60. We trade Edmonds, the X-Factor QB, Castle, our center, and a second-round pick for the Titans. First this and first next. Honestly, they should owe us more because we just handed them their franchise. We literally just handed them a franchise, simply put. All right, looking at the roster, not really much has changed. We got a new center, Logan. Looking at the defensive side of things, we have a new free safety, Goss, and then everything else, we're just got players that are getting better every season. Osgood could be on his way out after this year because, once again, we can't afford very many players, and he hasn't played well, and then we have Sharpton just waiting anyways. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know who we have to re-sign necessarily. Might actually be a pretty mild year after trading who we traded outside of the punter, but yeah, let's go on. Oh, I forgot about Houston, and he's not really asking for a lot. Welcome to the team for a while, buddy. We have this Gilbert. It's Bonner. Trust me, it's not Boner. We've all made that mistake, whipping it out on accident. But yeah, we can afford Houston, and I mean we're set. We're looking good actually. Going to the playoffs, we do not have a 16-0 season, and we get to play the Seahawks right away because they have the division lead. The Niners are at 10-6. This is a very interesting, close division. Love keeps having less touchdowns each season, whereas the running backs haven't really done, dramatically better. Swift, probably X Factor now, probably, right? Devontae Smith, we need a new number 3 soon. The pass game in general just hasn't been great. Blocking, decent, I suppose. Decent numbers. Looking at the sack totals, Osgood finally has an Osgood season. 10 sacks for Myles Garrett. Pick totals, nothing really special. And then kicking, Chandler Jarrett is playing just as good, if not better, than Joey Sly. Screw the awards. No one cares. Moving on to the game against the Seahawks. They're an 81 overall. We are a 90. We've been pretty much stuck at a 90 overall for a while now, though. Going to the end of the game, I mean, we should be able to win this one. The Seahawks are good. but they just never have done super well against us. Although here they are making their play on us. Right before half, we get another field goal, so 16-10, a very close battle, a defensive one, 19-17. Like I said, our kicker is really, really good, and he's having to be that today. And we almost lose at the last second. What a hell of a game to probably watch, except for if you're a Flyers fan, because we were choking the whole way. Swift, I don't know, he might just not be the move. He really, I don't know. Chandler Jarrett, really good stuff. His regular season has been pretty decent. This one's probably been his best one so far, outside of maybe the first season he joined us, but I don't know, something's missing. He just doesn't, to be fair, our whole run game has been kind of missing. All right, going against the Giants now, 11-5 battle, another 81 overall team. All right, 17-3 at half. Looking pretty damn good. Defense locking down the Giants pretty well. 31-7 now, 31-10, and 38-10 is the victory. So a very, very improved game there. Now moving on to the championship round, I believe. Tua Tagovailoa got destroyed. Under 100 yards passing, under 50% completion percentage, 2 interceptions. The battle of that draft class. Swift, a little bit better of a game as well. Not bad. Receiving, kind of average. Devontae, nice little game there. Christian with a sack. Samuels and Ellis James with picks. And once again, Chandler Jarrett really showing up nicely for us. Who is this going to be? It's going to be the Detroit Lions. Okay. Another 81 overall team. Lamar Jackson. All right, Detroit gets a field goal before half, but it is 14-6. Winner of this game goes on to the Super Bowl. Come on, offense. Once again, thanks for this Chandler Jarrett guy. I will say the offense did kind of come alive late third, early fourth. We're back in the Super Bowl, boys. I really wish we would have had this kind of run last season when we had the perfect one running. Defense really locking QBs down right now. I'm loving it. Sack totals, pretty average stuff. Samuels and Alexander with picks. Samuel's been killing it lately. The question is, what kind of dev-ups are we going to have? All right, the Chargers. What the hell is this? Okay, dude. The Chargers played the Falcons in the Super Bowl last season. No dev-up for Swift. Abbott with another dev-up, though. Superstar development after starting normal. Not bad. We do see Goss now at star. Obviously, we're not going to show you it because we already know, and I just snapped my ankle in half. I believe that's the only dev-ups, but obviously really good stuff. I'll take it any day of the week. Defense is kind of climbing back into that elite status. We already definitely know they've been playing like it. 11-5 for both teams. Chargers with an 82 overall. Okay, things, wow, 81-82. How are we ever going to compare? 20-6 at halftime, 27-6. Okay, this team turned it on. After the first game, it was kind of iffy. The Seahawks, those divisional battles can be like that, but after that, we've absolutely dominated, and we are now the recipients of yet another Super Bowl. Is this 2 or 3? 2, 3? I can't remember. It's at least 2. Regardless, another good win in the books. Jordan Love, another Super Bowl. Gotta love it. Kind of love it. Okay, dude. I really want to see the podium. I want to see. I can't remember if it was the same podium or not. Actually, no, Houston's the middle linebacker now. Monty Rice got completely screwed for contract. Not contract reasons. Never that. MVP probably going to be Jordan Love, right? Of course, Jordan Love. Low yardage, but good touchdown, 0 picks. Completion percentage was solid. Hurry it up. I want to see the damn podium already. This isn't how the Super Bowl goes at all. Actually, to be fair, last year I think there was actually congratulating from both sides. I can't remember though, but normally it's not, okay? No sportsmanship. And DeAndre Swift probably shouldn't be on the podium. He's kind of been lacking. Crack-a-lacking fools as he's running for touchdowns. You think I would disrespect Swift like that? Haha, got him. Swift 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Not a bad game at all. Sacks. Okay, nice. Okay, interesting. McCreary. Jair got involved again. Jarrett missed an extra point. Could have been blocked. I didn't really see, but victory indeed. We got our scout back, but our coach does not want to re-sign yet. He might even retire for all we know. Sean McVay, I'm trying to think. Probably not, but you never know. As far as re-signings go, we're almost always operating at a loss at this point of the year, and we 100% are again, but we usually do move a lot of the draft picks around, and we save. Also, I'd say Maybe some of the guys we re-signed early into this thing might be getting cheaper soon, because usually those are front-loaded. Only a 500K cap penalty, so yeah, it's just a struggle bus at this point, but we're doing okay. You know, we got a Super Bowl. We're still keeping the team intact as much as possible. We just got to replace one expensive player almost every year. That's about it. No, nothing big. Just got to replace a really good player every season. We trade Osgood, a 5th and a 7th, for the Ravens' 19th pick overall. Osgood is obviously Osgood with superstar development, but we can't afford him, and he has played a little bit kind of bad in our scheme, so maybe he'll be better for them. I don't know. We trade Jair Alexander, a 6th this and a 6th next. I know it might have for a 2nd-round pick. It might have shocked you a little bit, but he's 31 years old, and he is on the final year of his contract. We lose $3 million, save 16. Definitely worth it. Gonna have to obviously draft a cornerback this season because Samuels is going to be immediately pushed to the number 1 spot. Was it a bad decision? Maybe. I don't know, but I think it saves the longevity of this team while we take a little bit of a hit this season. So, yeah, cornerback's number 1 on the list. We'll still be looking at pass rusher and linebacker, even though we're set for right now. And then wide receiver definitely needs to be on the radar because Metcalf and Judy are 30 and 29, and then Smith is like 28, his final year on the team as well. O-line, kind of hoping on when he was gone soon because, like I said, the money's a bit of an issue, and, you know, we've been drafting pretty good on the offensive line, so, yeah, I don't know. That's about it. We did it again. Superstar development this time. A bit more costly, you know, maybe $2 or $3 million per year more than Mr. Barry here. But, like I said, if we can get rid of a guy like Nwenu, which we can, I think we can save a lot of money. Because even though this guy is raw and he is 24, superstar development, he should be at least in the 80s by next season, hopefully. I mean, I think it's a great money-saving move, and it's probably going to save the team, honestly, long-term. This upcoming season, though, we could very well miss the playoffs, but for the future, I don't know. We'll see. All right, we have pick 8, probably from... I actually don't know. Look at this guy, though. Freddie Carmichael. Oh, my Lord. It's hard. But we have this guy. He's a late first. Might be able to get away with it a little bit later. Do we take Carmichael? Screw it, we're just going to take the corner. Vernon Mickens, 77 overall hidden. Now, he is a great pick. However, like we said, we might have been able to get away with it if we would have just waited. But, I don't know, it is what it is. We already have a pass rusher waiting to start, Mr. Sharpton. So, and I wasn't going to go for this guy, but I guess I am. Reggie Jameson, 76 overall hidden. Didn't even have him on my board because we didn't really need O-line, but he was there, best available pick, and it looks like a good one. As far as our next picks go, we have a wide receiver. We'll probably just wait till the next round. We'll trade this away for a first round, so we'll have yet another extra first, it seems. We don't know what the Bills' pick is going to be, but obviously pick 32 is the worst first round you can get, so we gave them an 89 and 123 as well for their projected 14. I don't know if that's actually how they're going to play, but I felt like it was fair. We do have pick 13, could wait for the wide receiver, but I think as a wide receiver being one of our bigger needs, we're going to take him. Kevin Dobbins' top skills are lacking a little bit, and it shows. However, he is hidden, 70 overall. Jumping's a little low for a 6'3 guy, but overall, really good pick. Lyle Parker, 22 years old, mid-third, looks good. We're going to take him. He is very good. However, he is normal development, but still very solid. Might even replace Mathis with him either this season or next season. Keep forgetting how old he's getting. And obviously that contract is like just about up. He is still there. Gregory Diamond, I suppose we'll just take him. And another really good pick. Yeah, we don't need linemen anymore. We're definitely trading on Nwenu for probably like a late second. Just accumulating these picks left and right. We're going to draft Evan Howe, the undrafted right tackle. Normal development, 69 overall. I mean, super athletic, decent player, just no development up chance. All right, looking at draft recap, we drafted a lot of players, but obviously in the first and second rounds. Mr. Mickens, a guy we took a little too high. Nope, not too high at all. Put him at number 24. He is a beast. Reggie Jameson, a guy that even though he looks good, I kind of regret a little bit. Even if he was superstar, I regret it because, once again, he's great. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know if we have a place to start him. I really don't think we do. Mr. Dobbins, star development. The DT was normal, and then Diamond. Once again, another really good lineman that we just can't really do a whole lot with. So, gonna be paying attention to that those contracts and see what we can do. But star development there, I don't know. But Onwenu's definitely gone. That's all I can tell you. We get a second-round pick for Onwenu. All right, season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, dude. But this is what the roster looks like. New players. We have a bit of a drop-off in left guard, can't lie. But we also saved a lot of money. Looking at the defensive side of things, Abbott might need a contract soon. I think. I don't know. And then looking at corners, Mickens is the new number 1 because he's just built for the job. He's 6'1", 205. He has number 24. He's got dreads. He's got great coverage. He's fast. Samuels is really just not very good, but he is a superstar as well, so we did all right. Okay, let's move on. Headed to the playoffs, we get a bye week. 13-3. We actually had a little bit of a slide during the season, can't lie. Early, right here, and then won 5 in a row, and obviously we all made it. So Seahawks 13-3, just barely missed out taking the division. Yards way up for Love, touchdowns a little down, but it's because Swift had a really good season. Plus Love did have 5 rushing touchdowns. 2 receivers in the 1,000-yard category. Unfortunately, Dobbins wasn't there. Good season for him overall, but wasn't quite enough to get it dev up. O-line played really well. Stallings 4 sacks allowed as a 71 overall. Mathis clutch season, of course. Myles Garrett 13 sacks. Corners, pretty average stuff for Sim. Chandler Jarrett has been absolutely ridiculously good. Moving on to the divisional round, we are going up against of course, the Seahawks. Why wouldn't it be? All right, into halftime with a pretty nice 13-0 lead. It would be nicer if we had a little bit more scoring. But defense pretty much locked down the Seahawks the whole game. We win 22-7. Already on to the championship. Super happy. Everyone's cheering, except for Seahawks fans. And unfortunately, we ruined their dreams yet again. But big surprise there. Myles Garrett, 2 sacks. Christian with 1.5. Look at the picks. Nothing really big. I keep calling Garrett. Chandler Jarrett, 3 for 4. But better than their kicker. he sucked. All right, Detroit Lions yet again. They have, of course, Lamar Jackson. Still, they're an 80. We're a 90. Pretty much stuck at 90 the whole time. All right, start of the second half. Not very good. It is a snowy game, so I'll allow it. But 7-12 now. Offense got to put up points. They do. Up 3, up 10, and it's another trip to the Super Bowl, 29-12. What an amazingly, perfectly even score you have there. Love really not playing well. I mean, really the offense isn't playing well. Defense has been carrying the hell out of this thing. I will say we do have a lot of money allocated to the defense now. To be fair, it's probably pretty even now. Maybe like 60-40 defense over offense. I don't even know if that's true. It is very even, actually, because Love alone, which I will say, Love is going to be making $20 million for next season and the season after, so we're in an okay spot for salary coming up, I'll tell you. Going to the Super Bowl against the Texans. Let's take a look at our dev-ups first, which could be Swift, and it is. And I didn't mean like it could be fast. Like I meant like it could be DeAndre Swift, and it is. Looking at the defensive side of things now, I do not believe we had a single dev-up, but that's fine. The D is still really good regardless, so here we go. Big game. 80 overall Texans, 91 overall Flyers. Everyone's basically an 80. I don't know if it's because of contracts, what's the story, but everyone's somehow only an 80 overall. I think it's because, once again, you can't trade players, so if you have a good player, you're going to sign them, and then if you have a good player you can't get, you're going to just release them, so, you're not getting anything back. All right, going to the end of the game, 7-0, end of the first, start of the second. It is 14-7. 10-14, huge field goal before half. We are with a 7-point lead, but it's not really looking commanding. As you can see here now, it's tied up. We're now up 3. They're up 4. Huge drive, but it's not going to result in a touchdown or a field goal. And I believe Houston has won. We lose the game 24-20. That is harsh. Jordan Love played absolutely horrendously. 0 touchdowns. 3 picks. I don't care that he ran 2 touchdowns, and that is desperate playing from you know, a 99 overall at this point, I would imagine. Well, maybe less because he's probably in the regression age, but that's horrible. Come on, Jordan. Got to do better than that, man. Resign. I'm always resigning the staff. I want to just... Can I just offer like a John Gruden here, please? We're almost at $1 billion profit. Would be kind of cool to see if you could actually do stuff with that money. Like in future Maddens, you could buy like a freaking mansion or something. You like sit there during the off season and do... I don't know, dude. I don't have the patience to think of ideas for EA that they would never implement anyways, you know? What's the point? Looking at re-signings, though, you know, screw this. Maybe we'll try to re-sign Acosta, but even him, I don't know. It's just not worth it. All right, for the drafts, we somehow ended up with 2 very high picks. Now, our highest pick is 8 that I'm willing to use, so we could try to get something for pick 3. We trade pick 3 away for their pick 9 projected next year, 41 next year, and then 44 this year from the Bears. Now, as far as this pick goes, we know we need a wide receiver. This is easily the best guy available, so we're hoping for the best, and we get... Okay, maybe not the best, but he's 21, hidden, 73 overall. I'm perfectly fine with it. Works out for me. There we go. So 31, 95, and 44 for pick 15 for the Niners. News bulletin board, please do not fail me. Mr. Courtney Barker, 22, 6'4", B+ finesse. Okay in the speed and all that. Here we are. And I think we were right. 72 overall hidden, even if he's star, totally worth it. I just don't want to pay Sharpton, the DN, because he just really hasn't developed, hasn't even shown us a good season yet, and I think he needs a contract either this year or the next year. And now for this pick, without a doubt, it's Jeromepkr. He looks like an absolute bona fide steal, and he is. He should have probably been a damn top 15 pick. Somehow he's there. We take him. Boom, done. I guess we're going to go Gabriel Goldberg. Looks all right, decently fast, and an absolute bust. Maybe plays linebacker. I don't know. One of our very first, like, QB busts. Yeah, it was, I mean, we've done really well in the draft lately, but yeah, this Flyers 10-year rebuild, we've definitely had more kind of bad, unexpected picks than any of our other rebuilds this year, but it is what it is. We're doing all right for ourselves. And here goes nothing again. Ashton Covington, 21 years old. Once again, this is actually a decent pick, but of course, without the dev, it's kind of all irrelevant, isn't it? All right, pretty full draft. Isaiah, and it is real rushing. I don't know why they're in such a hurry. That's not something I should say. Nice. Okay. Should we put him at like single digit? God, these numbers suck. Number 19, I guess, is fine, I suppose. Superstar development, though. Definitely happy with that. Courtney Barker, this is the guy we desperately want to have Superstar or X Factor, and he does. Totally worth it, especially with Myles Garrett kind of coming up on the re-signing issue very soon. Jeromepkr might be, what's his name, Monty Rice's replacement in the future, because Monty's got to be getting up there himself. He's got to be at least 30 by now, right? Very close to, if not. Let's take a look. You know, as far as our older players go, Myles Garrett is how old now? 33. Yikes. Monty Rice is 30. Can't get rid of him just yet, but I'd say after this season, we unfortunately have to trade Monty, honestly. But yeah, we're in a decent spot right now. You know, the roster is getting worse, I can admit, but overall, it's not a terrible spot to be in. We trade Metcalf and Preston to the Chargers. Yes, the Chargers, the team that's been making the playoffs and the Super Bowl quite often, for pick 22. Super fair. 27-year-old Preston, 31-year-old Metcalf. Preston obviously can play 4 more years probably. Metcalf probably another 3 at very high levels. Here we are in Season 7, back on the stream version of this. I know if anyone's watching the video, they're like, here he goes, stream version's going to be super distracted and whatnot. But if we're getting back to stream version, I mean, if you're enjoying this video, if you're watching on YouTube or you're on this stream, maybe like and subscribe. Do all the other things. I'm basically Jeromepkr across the world here, you know. If I go to McDonald's and apply for a job, that's what my name tag is going to say. But this is what the roster looks like. Of course, we know we got rid of Metcalf, unfortunately. Rushing is super... Actually, wait a minute. Was he Superstar? And I'm starting to think maybe he wasn't. Okay, he was. He was Superstar. Fair enough. I thought he was star only. What else do we have? O-line looks pretty good. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't show stream. This guy we got for like a very large deal for low-ish money. So that was definitely a steal. And I believe that's it. Also, we got McGriff. I didn't show McGriff. He's a star development linebacker. He looks beastly. Who could replace Monty Rice following this season. Just saying. As far as resign, I do not know who to go for. Myles Garrett, we can afford people. But should we afford them? Like, Samuels looks good. I don't know. I think you let Ellis James go, right? Because he's just too expensive. Like, corners I'm willing to go for. But I don't know about anyone else. I should do a 4-year. All right, so looking at how we played, we really kind of took a step back. We were like 7-0, maybe 8-0. Ooh, Jordan Love, I didn't mean to look, but took a little peek, and Jordan Love looked very good there. Looking at the season, yeah, it was a 8-0 start. Then we lost 2, won 3, lost 2, won 1. So, in theory, we should make the Super Bowl and lose? Jordan Love, 41 touchdowns, 4,600 yards. 12 picks is a little high, but really good season. Probably some of his best since, we were still playing. DeAndre Swift, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. Rushing could go to Superstar X Factor first year. Knox, pretty good season. Dobbins, we don't talk about him. He's just there. He's just there. Myles Garrett with 17.5. Of course, he wants to be tagged. Mathis, he wants to stay around, but I can't. I mean, even if he goes to Superstar, it's too late. Barker, not a bad season for a damn rookie, I'll tell you what. Mickens and Houston, really good years with 4 picks each. This is probably one of the worst seasons I've seen Jarrett have, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Love has 17,000 legacy. What a G. Look at all the awards we won. Jesus. Flying on the board. Okay, dude. We won, like, basically every single award. Going against the Vikings, we may have the draft pick. I don't remember who we traded for. We always take stuff from the NFC North. 90 to their 79. 20-3. 20-10. 20-10. Hey, that's a year. 30-10. Okay, we've definitely made it to the championship. Like we said before, though, if math serves correctly, if history does indeed repeat itself, we're going to lose in the Super Bowl, which I am not mad at all. Tua Tagovailoa, no thank you. Swift, really good game. Sacks. Mathis, stop. You're making everyone mad. Every time you do better, it's like more of a reason to re-sign you. Going against the Lions, 79 overall. I will say, spoiler, it's not big of a spoiler because you already know that we won 1 or 2 Super Bowls, but we faced off against the Lions like every single playoff year, I'm pretty sure. 21-3. What do you think this is? I know it's late at night, but geez. Lamar Jackson, doesn't really play too well. Last time we actually locked him down to under 100 yards, and I think it was like 2 picks or something. Jordan Love crushed it except for that 1 interception. Rushing yards, nice. Rushing. Israel rushing. He's in a hurry. Did pretty well. This time, no sacks from Mathis. What's that guy's name? Blaylock. For some reason I thought it was Baylock. What we're looking at for DevUps. Wow. Rushing had quite a rookie year. X Factor. Nice. Defensively, Abbott, we re-signed him to a pretty massive, 5-year, 6-year deal, and he gets X Factor. As far as everyone else goes, no, they didn't. But here we go, going against the Steelers. Finally a decent overall, comparatively to the others. 90 to their 82. 24-7. The Steelers definitely don't have any of those real-life players anymore, as it's pretty far down the line. And we win another Super Bowl. What is this, like 2? It's been 3 in the last 4, I think. Obviously, really good stuff with Jordan Love. We've been locking most QBs down for the most part. DeAndre Swift playing pretty well in the playoffs for the first time in ages. Jerry Jeudy might need to be replaced soon. I mean, this team's in a good contract situation, decent cap situation, but age is kind of rough, making them look like nothing. And I swear, I'm re-signing freaking coaches every single season. How much money do you need, pal? Just take it all. We're worth $1 billion. We started this thing at like, what, 10 million? Oh my, looking good. Let's go to the re-sign period. Maybe we'd make a last-second heart-to-heart decision to sign someone. As far as re-signings go, I mean, we'll try to get Miles. Miles is going to be a lot of money, so we should just try to like lock him up for the year. Oh, never mind. Thanks, Miles, for making it easy. Of course, we need a new safety. I think we have DT set, and then these guys are backup, so no one cares. Wait, how old is Avery now? He's got to be getting old. Oh, no, he's still really good, actually. 30 years old. Still locked up, and I don't mind it. There's not... Did my pick just get simmed? That's all right. He was a very good player. 78 overall. Like we said, but something tells me he's going to be normal. I knew it, man. How do I know these things? It's because I'm a freaking wizard. Draft board, we could take like a pass rush. Oh, we should actually. Myles Garrett's gone after this season. Yeah, we're taking Antoine Britt. And I wish we could go back in time a couple seconds ago before I said, yeah, we're going to take Antoine Britt. Because I regret it. Let's take Marciano. Knew it was going to be risky, but here it is. Yikes. We're busting, boys. That's... Oh, no. Cut it. Cut it from the script. Play it back. Take it out. Stephen Day, our final player. Please be good, Dev. Wow. We're doing well here. Let's trade all these draft picks away because obviously we have nothing here. Oh, we have so many draft picks. We might just take someone at the end randomly just to make it feel more realistic. Take the Bears second round. That's super fair. Yeah, they're going to take it straight away, as you would expect them to. Of course, looking at our dev-ups, or our hiddens, it was like 1, right? Was it just 1? Star development. Wow. We did not have a good draft. I don't even want to talk about anything else. That's a big one. But Rice, Sharpton, and Logan for pick 13 this, pick 13 next. That's pretty much the best we're going to get. Let's move the... I know we already have the lineup. All right, so going into year... What is this? 8? Is it 8? Is it year 8? It might be year 8. I don't know. This is what the team looks like. Obviously, some players are getting on the regressy side, a.k.a. Jerry Jeudy. Swift might need a contract this season. I don't know. And then Love, of course, the starter. Knox, 87 overall, kind of regressing hard here. This might be his last season as a decent player. Offensive line still looks good, even though we're losing players every once in a while. Defensively, where's our starting free safety? I actually don't know who should be our starting free safety. Pace, maybe? Pace can't really play starting corner this year anyways. I guess we'll play Pace at strong safety for now. Yeah, I don't know where Pace is going to play next season, but at least we have a star at strong safety again. Yeah, we've got that draft kind of set us back a little bit. We've got some work to do. So looking at re-signing Swift, we're just going to automatically get rid of him because we just can't do it. Knox, unfortunately, we're going to automatically... Goss wants a 5-year 70. Like, we have money, but... I guess... I just improved the bonus. Can we go cheaper? Because we can honestly just tag him for less, so why would we pay him this? 2-year 70 is fine. Jerry Jeudy, 4-year 79, though. Trying to get players back, but they want crazy contracts considering they're, on the end of their career. Not by choice, but Jerry Jeudy's going to be gone. I really don't want to pay Goss this much, considering he's a safety, but we could always move him to corner anyways. That's harsh. Wow. It was the second signing, and we bumped Suck one off, man. That's weird to say it like that, but I guess we're screwed, simply put. All right, looking at how the season went, we went 15-1. No, dude. That's so bad. Who do we lose to? Of course, week 17 against the Seahawks. Nice. Oh, look at that number on the top right. The 1.04 bill. Jordan Love with his best season yet outside of when we were using him. Hell, maybe even better than when we were using him. Swift, good season, really last on his season. Of course, Jerry Jeudy, 1295. I'm so happy about that. So happy about that. Sack totals, Myles Garrett with 15. 9.5 again from... Oh, no, it's not. Barker wasn't on there. For some reason, I thought it would said Barker instead of Parker. Maybe he goes to star, though. I don't know. We're in a really weird spot, though. Obviously, we've already had a lot of success anyways, but as far as going forward, I don't know. Last draft was kind of trash, and we're losing. I don't know, dude. We're losing everything. We're losing it all. Going against the Packers, you already know that it's going to be the Packers winning, and everyone's going to have a conspiracy theory that I forced them to win the game. I don't know. You know it's going to happen, though. You know it will. 81 overall. We're up 10 overalls. We should easily have this. Come on. All right, so starting off the game with a 7-0 lead, and then, of course, the Packers come right back bouncing. 14-10. 14-10 still. 21-10. It's looking okay. Water is good. I don't drink enough water when streaming. I just feel wrong that if I'm not talking constantly. 35 to 13, so my mouth gets really dry. That's why I don't think I would ever handle a 24-hour stream, because I'd probably die of dehydration, honestly. They'd probably ban me for self-harm. Jordan Love absolutely killed it. Coach Saban didn't do so well himself. It's negative 0.4. Good stuff. Good stuff. Defensively, Christian, some of these guys are getting like career numbers, or their season numbers in the playoffs, basically. Come on, Chandler. Maybe, honestly. Like, I don't know if I fully trust the pipes. 91 to... Did I ever tell you guys that I actually thought that the water was poisoning me? Like, I felt really bad for a month, and I was, like, looking into water poisoning, and I was like, wait a minute. What's going on? 20... Wow, we are... Whoa! What's happening? I looked away. We were the one losing 21 to 7? GG's, though. Okay. Good stuff. Last second comeback. Was that the case? I looked away. I thought we were up by a ton. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I don't know how we went 15. It's really funny, though. We went 16-0. Did not make the Super Bowl in that one. You'll see that if you watch the video version of this on Sunday. We didn't make the Super Bowl on that one, but it was also a season after losing a bunch of really good players. So, I don't know. It's strange. It's like the game wants to make you feel good about losing half your roster. The Ravens at 15-1. Let's take a look if we have any dev-ups. I don't know. Yeah, we can't trade Judy because I don't think we're going to be able to keep him because we have the tag Love. Unless we just pay him a 2-year 75, which, yeah, it's a little bit 50-50. I wish I could know what the tag is before I go on, but you just can't. Looking at dev-ups, I don't think we had a single one on either side. 91 to their 80 overall. Oh, I thought the game was over. I was like, there's 3 more quarters, dude. 13 to 3. It's not looking good at all, boys. Yeah, this ain't going to be another Super Bowl win, is it? Well, start of the second half. Field goals are flying. Touchdowns are flying. Defense is flying. 23 to 27. 30 to 27. This is a game. This is a game. And we win the game. Oh, my God. And Radio with the 500 bits right in time. Oh, no. I dropped my bits. Everyone help him pick up his bits quick. I keep forgetting that the pandemic's a thing because when I look outside, there's a bunch of morons that also don't know that it's happening. So I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. It's just regular summer. There's no issues going on outside. And then it's like, wait a minute, there is. And we're not supposed to be together. Whoa. Of course, we do win the Super Bowl again, which puts us at 4, I think now, which is nice. 5 maybe? Actually, it might have been 5 because we won one in this. Is this 3 in a row, actually? Damn it. 31 mil. Yeah, I knew we were making the right call. Let's do a 1 year, make it fully guaranteed. It's like a $20 million contract. I don't even know if they let us offer that. He would 100% take that, right? He was literally getting 6 mil less signing bonus for 1 year instead of 3 years. They let Jackson Logan go. Are they stupid? I hate this game. We need a new running back, by the way. We got some backup tackle, but we lose the safety we've been developing. Please tell me we have a lot of good draft picks, because if not, we are screwed. 25, 32, 19, 32. Haven't had a good draft pick since 1932 at this rate. We're in a bit of a spot. You can have Ho. Take this Ho. I don't care. I don't need this Ho. You ever get a little sweaty at times? Me too. Round 1, pick 25. A 3rd round next year, and Ho for pick 18. But Burton's good. I'm taking Burton. 76 overall, hidden developments. Does he play safety? Does he play corner? Who damn knows? Deshaun Larimore, not Lattimore. Please, hidden. Yes. 73 overall, hidden. We've been getting really lucky with players back to back to back. There we go. Draft the man. So Randall? Okay. Damn it, when I listen. Randall Henderson, terrible. 64 Brit for 35, 97 next. Carl Ellerby, 68. This is the most dire roster we've had so far. Roy Burton, star development. I think that was our only star. In fairness, these drafts have been atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Let's look at, who was it? The DT Stover? Actually, that's... Ooh, I'm dying. Let's take a look at Marvin. Oh, yeah, we had a pass rusher with hidden, actually. Never mind. What am I talking about? Oh, Radio. I was just joking, dude. Radio with, oh, superstar development. We missed him. Hopefully the pass rusher we have is good. I completely forgot about his hidden. Radio with the 500 bits. I appreciate it a ton. Yeah, the main thing I would want is, like, subs, though, because obviously the more subs we... Actually, no, we're maxed anyways. We have to wait for partnership anyway, so... I mean, I'll take the subs, but obviously we don't really need subs that bad anymore, so yeah, I'm not really too worried about it. Can't get any new emotes until we get partner. Mr. Stover, did we make a bad decision? We didn't. It really didn't matter. They're both the same. But as far as we go, we forgot about our pass rusher. I thought we were just so bad at drafting, we only got one hit in, but I forgot Deshaun Larimore is superstar. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Okay. Slimsy with the 10,000 bits again. Actually, no, last time was 15,000. Yeah, I appreciate every little bit, every little sub. Hey, every little bit, like, as, you know, we're all helping. Oh, sorry. I don't know if, even if this guy's normal, he's better than what we're giving him, kind of. McDougal, Diamond, and a third-round pick for Himes. I know it's an interdivision trade, but it happens. I didn't check the overalls yet because we're going to wait till we get set so then we can know our overall on top of it. Let's give him a second-round pick. That's high for a young running back they're not even going to use. Covington and pick 64 for best overall possible. So Trey Himes is star. I didn't care what his dev was. Even if he was normal, I would have taken him because you could see the cream of the crop. Not much there for tight end. Definitely a good trade there. Best was obviously a great trade. I don't know how good he's going to be, though, because in Sim, it seems like the elusive backs don't do super well. They really don't. All right, looking at the roster, this is desperate. This is our worst roster yet. We took a guy off of, who was this? The I don't remember where the Texans. Best from the Texans. Our number 2 wide receiver is 83 overall. Rushing is not even a 90. Our starting tight end is a 79. Our O-line, it's about as good as, ever. It is a pretty good line. Defensively, though, linebackers kind of down. Corners not great. Safety not great. It's not a great roster. I mean, it's a good roster, just not a great roster. Looking at re-signings, the money looks great now, but it's not going to be in the future. I will say, though, might as well go for Mickens. Might as well go for Jameson. Why not at this point? I think we're going to let Dobbins go. That is a lot of money. Lyle Parker actually looks pretty good. This is like one of the first normal dev re-signings we've had. Is it? Yeah, Dobbins. I don't think so. Nah, we'll re-sign him. We'll re-sign him 4-year. Nothing more. Just a 4-year. Looking at the season, 14-2. We started the season off at a perfect 9-0. And we actually almost finished the season perfect, but it is kind of worrisome that we got our 2 losses on the last 3 games. Could be, bad troubles ahead. Jordan Love, another really good career season. Derek Best, not going to, not as Derek work. Like best work, okay. Receiving is Israel, rushing, really good. Dobbins, we re-signed him to a 4-year deal unless he passed away on it. What is this? What is this? How? Oh, is it because we had Himes at the number 1? Oh, wow. I'll say, though, I will say, for a 62 overall, that boy worked. That man worked. Crichton, nice with 16.5 sacks. 10 sacks for Larry Moore. Lyle Parker, we re-signed to a 3-year. Maybe he goes up to star with a 9-sack performance. Mickens, 4 picks with his $106 million deal. Jarrett missed only 1 kick out of 15. Nice. But either way, going on to the divisional round, we're going to be the highest overall because obviously we screwed the XP thing. But even if we didn't, we'd still be, it'd been like a 95 versus like 90. But anyways, going against the Falcons, 10-6, 90 overall, they're 80 overall. 24-19. This is a very close game. That might be it. We're coming in. When the U.S. government sees oil, they see money. I mean, who doesn't see money when they see oil? Yikes. You got to get off them. If you don't strip them, there's no point. Okay, dude. That sucks. What's his name? Bender? Big shocker. Fortunately, we do lose to the Falcons. Final year incoming. I don't even know what our draft picks look like, but we got to make it count or we got to trade for somebody that will count. Of course, look who picks us off. This you guys did not see, but if you're watching the video version, you saw we traded Mac Gilchrist a few seasons back, and he got a pick against us. Oof, which in this game of a 1 possession down the line like that probably was a difference maker. We drove all the way down the field before that last chance to stop them, and we didn't score. I imagine that was where the pick came from. Lions versus Broncos. We have Lamar Jackson on the Detroit Lions. Lions win the Super Bowl final season here. So no dev-ups, unfortunately, on offense. Defense, though, could be a different story, and it is as Mick Griff, who we have to re-sign this season, gets to superstar. As far as the defensive line goes, no corner, no safety stuff. As far as drafting goes, I think safety should be number 1 on our list, with wide receiver not too far behind. Might as well just get one more here, right? Let's go. Did I make a mistake? Did I forget to resign him? I'm too busy reading chat. I thought I tagged him. I guess I forgot to. Oh, we got some contracts, boys. We've made some mistakes. We get Jordan Love back, which is really nice, even though we had to pay him extra money. Franklin, 7-year deal worth, I don't know how much for a punter, but he's star. And then this guy's just kind of a randomer. There we go. Pick 22, 104, and Ellerby for 17. Here we are, Cam favorite. Hidden development, 75 overall. Maybe built as a corner potentially, but strong safety as well. Do we go for this guy? Nah, he's going to lose it back. Lose it back suck for us anyways. The game does not like us. Yeah, we'll go with that. Pick 4, we're going to be taking his left tackle. McKnight was a 72 overall. Of course, he could have been X Factor, but overall, I'm glad we didn't take him. Ian Barberi, 77 overall normal. Another normal, really good tackle, unfortunately, man. But it is what it is. Here we are. Here we are in life. Let's move our draft picks for next season, and then maybe make some grand trade for the final year of this 10-year rebuild. As far as hidden developments go, we only had 1 because our draft just sucked. The last several drafts have been terrible. This man is only star. Yikes. But hey, this is the final roster for the final season. It is definitely one of our most desperate rosters yet. However, it's an 89 overall. The highest outside of us is maybe an 81, 82. So we're definitely still the best team in the league. It's just best and good enough. That's the question. Because, of course, we've had God tier teams in the past that have not made it. And this one, you know, so far through most of our rebuilds and whatnot, this would be the most reasonable one to fail. As far as re-signings go, Crichton is definitely worth a re-sign right out the gates. Everyone else, though, I don't know. Love is one of those, like, after the season type deals. Israel Rushing, I think, you know, it's hard to find a great player like in him in X Factor. He's only 24. Glad to get the deal. I'm also glad. I think you replace Theo Berry. Yeah, you replace Theo Berry. He's a little bit raw, to be fair. Barker, I think you replace a lot of players here. I think you keep Himes because, of course, tight end has been very tough to get. But as far as Barker goes, I think you let Barker go. Maybe you tag him to trade him. Same with McGriff. I don't think you can afford him. Yeah, I mean, it's just a rough team, but ultimately this is our final season, so do I really care? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to think of what we should stream. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas. What do you guys... Obama's wrinkly balls. Okay, this man with all the wrinkly balls here. Thanks for the follows, man. But yeah, I don't know. What should we stream? Like, do you guys actually want to see Weekend League? I don't know. But anyways, we are on to the playoffs. 12, well, the postseason. 12-4. The rest of the division has been garbage. Love, he's played well. We'll have to take a look at some career numbers here as well before we're done. Derek Best, definitely an improved season. Still not good enough to get to superstar, though. Dobbins, that is a superstar dev up. Rushing, decent season. Who is that? Was that Himes with the nice season? Himes could be a superstar after re-signing. That would be clutch. Blocking, really good, actually. Sack totals. Like, Barker wants a 5-year, $100 million deal for 6 sacks. Makes sense, you know. Cliff Pace, good season. Chandler Jarrett has been very good, in fairness. He's been very good. 93 overall Flyers versus the 80 overall Eagles. Start of the second half, we're down 14-7. The stream could actually be over right here. Wow, I mean, the stream's over. Obviously, we'll take a look at some stats and whatnot, but video, stream, it's over. The Eagles knock us out. It's been a while. It's been a while since you know, the Eagles have showed us anything. Of course, completely different roster. No Rodgers, no DeAndre Hopkins or anything like that. But that was a disappointing one. That is a disappointing one. And the winner of that one is the Panthers. So, as far as the 10-year rebuild goes, it's pretty much over. However, we can take a look at some of our stats career-wise. Filthy McRichars. Oh, Jordan Love was right behind Brady. 7 Super Bowls for Brady, 5 for Jordan Love. Of course, we had one ourselves, I believe, 4 in this 10 years, so 4 out of 10 seasons. Not bad at all. McRichars, 24,000 legacy, 5 Super Bowls, 6 championships. Sean McVay, of course. Can I get to Sean McVay here? Sean McVay with 7 championships, 3 yearly awards, 5 Super Bowls. The main thing we want to look at, though, is some of the career stats for the players that are still existing. Jordan Love with 56,882 yards, completion percentage of 71 percentile, just under 120 passer rating, 494 touchdowns, 118 for picks. Rushing-wise, 3,000 yards, 46 touchdowns. Retires as one of the best quarterbacks of all time. As far as receivers go, I do not know if any of our longtime standing beasts are still around. Dawson Knox, 11,000 yards, 79 touchdowns. Jalen Reagor, 9,500 yards, 66 touchdowns. What about defensively? Any ballers still existing around here? Bosa. Yeah, I don't think we would have any of these guys. Pick totals. Monty Rice with 30 picks, 1,000 tackles, 39.5 sacks. What an absolute god. Joey Sly, is he still here? Joey Sly, 218 completed field goals out of 254, 5 blocked in his career, a 98% extra point percentage, 85% on field goals in general. I don't know where that would rank, but it seems decent, right? Running backs, of course, all the guys. DeAndre Swift, I suppose, 12,000 yards, 114 for touchdowns. Let's take a look at passers in general. So Mahomes, 64,000 yards. Nothing really too special about Mahomes here. Let's take a look at any NFL records that may have been broken, and then that will pretty much end the entire Salt Lake City Flyers series. Had a lot of fun, and I'm also kind of confused why it says Peyton Manning for the Colts. What would it say Colts? Wouldn't have been technically Broncos? I don't even know. Rodgers, 71,000 yards for the Eagles. Big Ben, 67,000 yards. Mahomes, 64,000. Matt Ryan, 64,000. Rivers, 62,000. So a few real-life names there. Well, recent names. Rodgers with a massive 589 touchdowns. Jordan Love on the list with just under 500. Elliott with the most yards. A couple of interesting names there. Receiving yards. Any of our guys on there? Maybe touchdowns, Metcalf or something? Hunter Renfrow. A couple of names there. Rushing touchdowns. No one on the list that I know of. Sacks. Myles Garrett was number 3 all-time with 193. And then a couple of other real-life names there just slowly below. As far as picks, not a chance. Not a chance. But anyways, I think that is pretty much going to be it. Regardless, thanks for watching this Flyer series with me on YouTube all year long. And of course, if you join the streams as of late, maybe like right at the end of the regular season-ish, and you've been watching with me, I appreciate it a ton. It's been a blast. I really hope we have another successful Madden cycle with Madden 21. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys do, enjoy this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Hope you guys come back for the next video or stream. The next true franchise video is pretty much going to be Madden 21, right? It's going to be little maybe talk videos or, rebuilds or whatnot until Madden 21 officially releases like next week, kind of like EA Access-wise. But like I said, thanks for watching. Hope you come back for next video. But until next video, toodles. See ya.